Alright, Sharks fans. So, Doug Wilson did his thing. He signed the goalie that we're all going to be kind of waiting for, seeing who we get. It was like Christmas in July in this case. And Antero Niittymaki, sorry if I mispronounce his name, but Antero Niittymaki from Finland. He is the goalie that the Sharks signed for two years, $4 million contract. Just like I wanted a guy for 2 years. Nothing longer, because possibly Stalock could be behind the net after those 2 years. Basically, this is obviously the theory of Doug Wilson, wanting someone for cheaper, but who could hopefully make a playoff run, and that's pretty much his goal right now. Is he must see something in Niittymaki, maybe because he's cheaper or not. He's pulling for Marty Turco or Chris Mason, as you know, but I guess they were asking for too much money. So Niittymaki is the answer to Wilson, and we'll see what he does. Now, most likely, logically speaking, Thomas Greiss, Antero Niittymaki, and Alex Stalock will probably be fighting for a three-way fight for the goalie position. I looked a little bit at Niittymaki's resume. Haven't seen a lot of film on the guy because he's in the Eastern Conference. But, he spent some time on the Flyers, or I believe he grew up in their farm system. Didn't play much in the playoffs. He only had like 2 games, bunch of goals allowed, probably in garbage time because he wasn't credited for the win-loss thing. So he also was the, I believe, the Calder Cup winner in the American Hockey League with the Philadelphia Phantoms. That's like his only postseason success. Other than that, he also has success, or has had success in the Olympics. In the 2006 Torino Olympics, he was able to lead Finland to a silver medal, and I believe he was the MVP of the 2006 Olympics. So Niittymaki hasn't had much NHL postseason experience, but Doug Wilson is expecting him to make a run, or at least maybe expecting him to get hot in the postseason when it matters most. We'll see if him or Greiss becomes the goaltender, but right now it's open competition. Maybe Stalock will come in or not, but we will find out. Now, hopefully we get a defenseman, as I've been addressing before. In other short news, Scott Nickel was able to be re-signed. They're not going to keep Jed Ortmeyer. We already know that. We know Nabokov won't resign. It'll be interesting who signs him, who ends up with him. As this video is being made, no news yet. Shortly, we lost Manny Malhotra to the Vancouver Canucks. I guess we didn't have the money to sign him. He was signed for like $2.5 million per year, so I was hoping we would have kept him, but I suppose the money was a little too much to keep Malhotra. He had a very productive 1 year with us. We'll miss him. We're going to have to fix the bottom 6 a little bit, because obviously Scotty Nickel is the only guy that's still there. The defenseman still, only Dan Boyle is the truly good one. Vlasic is so-so, kind of mediocre. Murray's okay, but still got to get a defenseman. That's probably going to be my biggest concern of address right now, as Patrick Marleau was re-signed, which I'm not the happiest about it, but he got his money, and word that we also overpaid Nicholas Wallin. He hasn't done much, and he's getting paid $2.5 million. I forgot he's on the defenseman list as well, which I don't get why we're re-signing him, because he didn't do a whole lot. From what I've heard in the draft, we drafted well and covered all our positions of need. No need to mention the names. A lot of these guys probably won't be up in the Sharks within the short term, but we will find out how the Sharks, what happens left in free agency. But Antero Niittymaki is our goalie that we've signed, and that was the biggest thing that we were looking for coming this offseason. Probably won't make another Sharks video unless somehow we trade for an all-star or something, but for the next week I'll actually be on vacation, so this will be probably my last video for some time, as I'll be on vacation, and maybe I'll show clips of what I've done this summer through vacation in a video. So we'll see y'all later, and I want to hear NHL fans and Shark fans what you all think about our acquisitions and what we've done this offseason. Because so far I haven't liked the Wallin or Marleau signings. I'd rather get younger and get some fresh faces, but that's just me. I want to know what you all think. I'm neutral with the goalie thing because I did want a kind of a mediocre stat goalie, because sometimes those regular season stats don't mean a whole lot. If he did respectable for the Tampa Bay Lightning, despite their record, he did have a winning one. So expect a little bit of losing maybe in the regular season compared to the way Nabokov carried us. But we'll see what he does in the postseason. We'll find out. Also, now that NBA free agency has started, let me know what you're thinking about the NBA. But I will be offline for the next week because I'll be on vacation. So, as I said before, we'll see y'all later in about 5 or 6 days. See you guys. Let's go Sharks.